Okay, so today, in order to deepen, we're going to do something that it's kind of silly to describe, honestly, okay? So buckle up. But I think it's really powerful. I actually take it seriously. Whether you do or not is beside the point. I mean, this is all experimental. It's just trying things. So, you can think it's stupid, but it's very silly to describe. I'm going to tell you that we're going to be making a love bubble around someone. And right away, you get what I mean by it's silly to describe, right? I think it's very cool game element because you're trying something. You're trying something different. Like, what would it be like if you tried to get in touch with the energy that's in you? And like some people that are into metaphysical things, man, they might be all over this and they do this all the time. Other people, most of us that are just like not into that every day, are like, whoa, this is what? What are you talking about? But it's like as if, your energy, you're going to sort of harness it, whatever that is to you, and all of this is the experiment. Like, I can't explain exactly what that is or how to do it. Do it how you do it and let that give you feedback. If energy and the only way that you can think of it turns out to be some yellow, like, fireball coming out of you, well, interesting. That's what energy is like to you, or to me, if it ends up being this, like, pink, sphere of like bubble gum or something, well, okay, cool. But like whatever it ends up being, like see what, where does it come from? If energy comes from, your hands for you, your heart for you, whatever. But to me, I'm just thinking, okay, I'm going to take the energy of my love when I love somebody, when I, yeah, like give love to someone, and there's like a giving feeling, there's just like an excited feeling, like I'm full of love, I'm just full hearted. What is that energy? If I were to take that energy and to try to almost like paint somebody with it, or cover them in it, or surround them in it to protect them, whatever way you want to think of it. And that's also part of it, right? So does it make most sense to protect? Is that usually what you do with your love towards people? Does it make more sense to paint them and, sort of massage them with it? Is that how you love others? Is that more, where your love energy goes towards others? Or does it make more sense to like give it to them, or pass it over to them so that it's like, now they're lit up with it? So it's more of a giving thing. However it works for you, but all of it is kind of just experimental. All of it can give us information. Do we share it, kind of? Do we like tether ourselves to each other? Is it the protection thing? How does love go for you? How does loving another go for you? And I don't know. Is it too weird? That tells you something too. Is it too weird? Is it too difficult? Do you not even think of love like that? Do you think this is pointless? Does it need a point for you? Are you willing to go with it and roll with it anyway? Can you just like let it slide off your back as just some other silly thing that I'm asking you to do? And also, does it feel really good? Are you like, wow, I've never thought of it that way, but that was really cool? Or I do this all the time. I always surround my kids in love before they go off and do something, to like keep them protected. Or, did it feel empowering? Did you feel something cool when you got in touch with that energy? Is it like, I have never tried to do this, but man, I was like manipulating these pink bubbles and like doing all this cool stuff. I felt like I was in a sci-fi movie and I had like magical powers. How is it? How is it? All of the things. Experiment with it and play with it. I will confess, it's like something that I totally do with my kids, and that's why it occurred to me to try it. Is, how would other people feel about doing this? Does it feel good or just wacky? And, I'm very admittedly wacky, so that can be your answer. But let's just play with it as a way to deepen and further understand ourselves. the energy that's in our body even, and like also as we explore our connection with others, like how can we love people, how can we connect further and go deeper with them too. All of it kind of is brought to light here with just this idea of like putting out a love bubble on somebody.